In the news, Kogi State Constitutes Cholera Response Team confirms 2 cases. 80% of Nigerians cannot afford mortgage housing, Minister of Housing and Urban Development. Dr. Omar Tourey warns Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger Republic of imminent danger of not returning to ECOWAS. And in sports, Nigeria's Aruna Quadri returns to WTT Star Contender Bangkok 2024. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adinoy. Thanks for joining us. President Bola Tinubu has approved a new withholding tax policy, replacing the outdated one approved in 1977 regime. Chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Ayodele, who announced the development, said the new policy aims to ease the burden on farmers and small and medium enterprises, SMEs, which were heavily affected by the previous regime. Ayodele pointed out that the administration of President Tinubu addresses issues including promoting tax equity and exempting small businesses from withholding tax compliance. Manufacturers, producers, and farmers will also enjoy exemptions, while businesses with low margins will benefit from reduced rates. Other key changes include measures to prevent evasion and tax avoidance, ease of obtaining credit, and clarity on deduction timing and key terms. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, says more than 80% of Nigerians cannot afford mortgage to own houses. The minister revealed this at the maiden edition of the Kaduna International Housing Exhibition held at the Yaradua Hall in Kaduna State. The minister said statistics have shown that almost half of Nigeria's population of over 201 million are poor and have weak purchasing power. He stressed that the recent macroeconomic challenges, including inflation, have made things worse. Dangiwa said the major issue government at all levels need to address in the desire to deliver sustainable housing to citizens is the issue of affordability. He explained that under the NSHF, the federal government is aiming to pull funds from government budget, philanthropic organizations, and well-meaning Nigerians to provide decent shelter for people with low income and vulnerable citizens who cannot afford to own their houses. 2 cases of cholera outbreak have been identified in Lokoja and Omar local government areas of Kogi State. The State Commissioner of Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adeiza, who disclosed this, said one of the cases has already been discharged, while the other person is currently undergoing treatment with no fatalities recorded. He said Kogi State has been fortunate to have minimal impact from the current cholera outbreak, with 2 confirmed cases identified in Lokoja and Omala local government areas. According to him, the Kogi State government has taken decisive actions in response to the recent cholera outbreak by unveiling comprehensive infection prevention tools and reaffirming the dedication to ensuring a cholera-free environment. He disclosed that the Ministry of Health has implemented stringent surveillance protocols, provided extensive training to health care professionals, and conducted widespread awareness campaigns to combat the spread of the disease. The commissioner emphasized the state's readiness to tackle the outbreak as healthcare workers have been equipped with the necessary training and resources to ensure a swift and effective response to any potential outbreak. He noted that community involvement is important, stressing that the government is collaborating closely with community leaders, religious figures, and traditional rulers to educate the public on preventive measures against cholera. The Kogi State chapter of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, says it has positioned members to take to farming as vocation towards the much talked about food sufficiency. Chairman of the chapter, Benjamin Jeremiah Ojodale, popularly called Benjeri, made this known when the council visited the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Timothy Ojoma, in his office in Lokoja, the state capital. Benjeri said members of NYCN in Kogi State are ready to take into agriculture, calling for the needed support in terms of working implements and finance to motivate them. He described the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo as one that has made agriculture a priority and attractive, and also described the commissioner as a round peg in a round hole. The Kogi State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Timothy Ojoma, expressed satisfaction with the interest of the state NYCN in the agricultural sector and assured of all the needed support to make them engage in farming. Timothy described agriculture as a top priority of the present administration of Governor Ododo, emphasizing that the state is set to become the nation's food basket and exporter of agricultural produce. The International University Bamenda, IUB, Cameroon alumni, has conferred the Presidential Scholastic Award of Excellence on its outstanding members who are contributing immensely to the society and promoting the institution. During the event, which was held at the University of Abuja, an awardee and retired permanent secretary from Kogi State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Ogi Mohammed, said the IUB method of learning prepares students to be employable and independent in any discipline they operate. While delivering their keynote speeches, Professor of Entrepreneurship and Strategic Leadership, Dr. Egbunu Audu Dangana, and IUB promoter, Dr. Iliya Sarki, urged members to keep pursuing excellence in academics and careers to boost their relevance for global impact. Our reporter, Abiodun Sadiq, has the detail.
In the quest to support academic journey, achievement, and to celebrate the painstaking success of individuals who are contributing valuably to the society, International University Bamenda Alumni Union has conferred Award of Excellence to its members. In recognition of IUB educational impact, Dr. Ogi Abdulrahman Muhammad, who retired as permanent secretary from the Universal Basic Education Board, Lokoja, an awardee, appreciated the governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, for giving him the privilege to serve his dear state, and thanks IUB alumni for recognizing his efforts.
God Almighty for this academic recognition and reward. I sincerely want to appreciate God Almighty, my beloved parents, leaders of my alma mater, the famous IUB, Cameroon, and most importantly, the state government, headed by His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, for all support that makes this possible. Thank you for coming for this program. Professors, IUB is a school that I graduated from. In fact, they have made me an authority and the accountancy profession. From IUB, I became a fellow of the National Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, and it has also driven me to become a fellow of the Institute of Information and Records Management. In fact, as a student of IUB, I've had a lot of exposure. That exposure brought to bear in the Kogi State Public Service, where I have been elevated and appointed as permanent secretary.
IUB promoter and awardee, Dr. Iliya Sarki, urged members of the union to be hardworking, diligent, and support each other to continue to rise in their career.
If you follow your rest, you will not achieve. So we want to awaken those things that will make us reasonable, to make us also people to be employed, to work on their own. They ask me, have I retired? I say, no, I've changed job. So instead of saying retirement, I say I've changed job because I'm still young and healthy. So we want to let the younger ones come in, to encourage them to be good and law abiding, decided to come together and celebrate it in Nigeria. Because we have a lot of our members or students that have gotten to some pinnacles in their lives, which we think we should recognize them. And that's why we're here.
Dr. Igbono Audu Dangana, an alumni of IUB and professor of entrepreneurship and strategic leadership, said the purpose of the union is to reduce unemployment, to promote humanity, and support members of the alumni union. A project to help Nigerian polytechnics and some institutions review the entrepreneurship curriculum program to produce actual entrepreneurs.
In the societal benefit of the union of our alumni is we are there to provide jobs and reduce poverty in Nigeria. We are there to provide health care services to Nigeria. We are also there to add value to the society at large. We are also there to promote humanity. Anywhere you are, as far as you are international university student, we help one another. We help our society, and that's what we do.
Audu said the union has initiated projects to help Nigerian polytechnics and some institutions review the entrepreneurship curriculum program to produce actual entrepreneurs.
We came with an idea of entrepreneurship education in Nigeria, and this entrepreneurship education, we have already sensitized all the public, polytechnics and private institutions in Nigeria across the 6 geopolitical zones. We've reviewed the curriculum, we've developed the curriculum, we've written reading materials for all the private institutions, and that is what they are currently using. It means that we have contributed largely to our society.
Dr. Daniel Adejo, the Secretary General of IUB, encouraged government to keep adopting the problem-solving mode of learning that equips students to become independent and employer.
The message to our government is that they should adopt the entrepreneurship education as brought to Nigeria through International University. You can see that entrepreneurship education in Nigeria at the polytechnic, at the College of Education, at the university level is being driven by students, graduates from International University Bamenda. And this idea came from the president and founder, Professor Patrick Fixtures, of International University Bamenda.
While testifying of the benefits of IUB, a lecturer at the Kogi State University, Dr. Charity Lami Achimoguata, and senior emergency management specialist at the United States Center for Disease Control, Dr. Muhammad, said IUB methodology of learning makes students become authority in their chosen discipline.
IUB has been a wonderful place to study, and it has helped me thus far because IUB will teach you to be an authority of what you have learned. In IUB, you will learn to deliver or to give back what you have learned in your own language, and that has really helped me because in my lecture series and lecture notes, I teach like an authority because IUB taught me to learn it very well. I sought for admission for my girl. Then it was given, and then she studied pharmacy. She came out well, and now she's working. She's doing well.
One thing I would like to say about International University Bamenda is the fact that the way academics is structured in the university, it helps students, to discover their academic talent that is inherent in them. I've gone to several countries across the globe, attended several international seminars, conferences, and symposiums alongside colloquia all over the world. This is something that ordinarily I wouldn't have achieved without my postgraduate degree. And whenever I speak at international forum, people usually ask that, where did you do your master's in public health? When I mentioned that it was in the International University Bamenda there in Cameroon, so many people exclaimed that really, with all academic excellence you had, we thought you'll have mentioned that you graduate from one of the top ranking US, UK, or global universities, but I always say that, yeah, I studied here in Africa.
After keynote address from the union leaders, awardees were decorated and presented Presidential Scholastic Awards of Excellence. I am Abiodun Sadiq, reporting for MLC TV.
We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV. With entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Lagos State government has said it will enhance the potential of the waterways to boost water tourism and the economy. The Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, stated this during the Fuji Fusion Loriomi event held at the MV Adimu Orisha, badge by Lagos Ferry Services. Toke said the state government is committed to enhancing water tourism in Lagos to boost the local economy, create employment opportunities, and attract both domestic and international tourists. She stressed that the event, which attracted creams of big artists, held on the waterways, aligns with the Lagos State government's vision of promoting the state as a prime tourist destination in Nigeria. The managing director of Lag Ferry, Ladi Balogun, pointed out that the featuring of renowned Fuji musicians demonstrated Lagos' status as a hub for entertainment and tourism. The chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, says the commission has no constitutional power to conduct local government elections except in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja. Yakubu made this known during a two-day induction retreat for INEC resident electoral commissioners, RECs, in Lagos State. While reacting to calls for INEC to be given a constitutional backing to conduct local government elections, Yakubu described the issue as a constitutional matter, stressing that unless necessary constitutional amendments are made, the Commission will only continue to organize national and state elections. He pointed out that INEC has compiled 142 recommendations to improve future electoral processes in the country, adding that the Commission had published the reports of the review of the 2023 elections, which is now available on its website. On the foreign scene, the president of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, Dr. Omar Tourey, says Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic will lose a lot if they do not rescind their decision to exit the regional bloc. Tourey stated this at the formal opening of the 4th 2024 ordinary session of the 6th ECOWAS Parliament in Abuja, Nigeria. He said the exit of the three countries would also have a negative effect on the joint forces being planned to confront terrorism and other security threats in the region. Apart from the $500 million projects, the ECOWAS Commission president explained that citizens of the three countries would also lose the privilege of using ECOWAS passports and cannot register companies. ECOWAS had lifted the sanctions on them and encouraged them to return. President Joe Biden has described as a dangerous precedent a Supreme Court ruling giving former President Donald Trump partial immunity from criminal prosecution. The current U.S. president said the judgment undermined the rule of law and was a terrible disservice to Americans. Earlier, Trump hailed the court's decision as a big win for democracy. The justices found on Monday that a president had immunity on official acts but was not immune for unofficial acts and referred the matter back to a trial judge. The judgment will further delay the criminal case against Trump for allegedly trying to subvert the 2020 election result that gave victory to Biden. In sports, Nigeria's tennis star Aruna Quadri will return to action at the World Table Tennis Star Contender Bangkok 2024 in Thailand after missing the Lagos and Tunis edition of the event last month. A statement made available to sports writers explained that Aruna, who is one of the top seeds in the men's singles, aims to bolster his ranking points ahead of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Presently ranked 16th by the International Table Tennis Federation (ITTF), Aruna could secure a spot among the top 16 seeds for the men's singles at the Olympics. 3 of the 4 quarter-finalist fixtures at the Euro 2024 have been confirmed. This follows Monday's round of 16 clashes where France defeated Belgium 1-0 in the first game to set up a clash against Portugal, who overpowered Slovenia in a penalty kick. England will play Switzerland as Spain will now take on host Germany in their own quarter-finals clash. That is the size of our news package for today. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ebiravabe MLC TV, Instagram MLC TV 2021, X handle Malachite TV, and TikTok Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Every Saturday, Health Med Info by 5 p.m. 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, 7 p.m. Kakanchebira, Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion, and 9 p.m. Senior Citizen Alcove. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please continue to be a brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joshua Adinoy. Thanks for watching.